like if this is like done at almost like 4:45 ish.
Yeah, we'll skip the next one.
Yeah,
Still
so like
tomorrow or something.
yeah, because depending on how long I promise I won't like stop building and like go into the engines, but like if it takes too long,
Yeah, no. 5:15 is my cutoff.
yeah, because it's like I can't like not get my dogs on time, or else it's like $130 for a night stay.
Yeah,
They actually close the shop at 8.
yeah, I don't want to spending the night.
I mean, we use them as a kennel when we go on vacation.
Yeah.
So like Luffy's been there before, but like I don't want to spend money.
Yeah.
Because then they just stay there the next day too.
So as the cameras set up, we can go live.
So it was an important stream.
What?
Or call.
Yeah.
We heard TJ like doing the accent. I thirsty too. Or we were like, oh my goodness.
That's from a movie quote.
I know, but we're just like he's just Michael Scott. Yeah. Officially doing new way.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is the problem I just saw. Yeah. We need a fucking another tech. Because you need someone to build just order models and someone to farm out new egg models.
Yeah.
And you need another tech for that. Because new egg you probably have to send them there in bulk.
No, we can fulfill.
But this new egg would have to be like instant, like a ready to ship, right?
I don't know. I think there's probably a couple days lead time. Yeah.
Yeah, but it couldn't be like here where it's like someone's waiting for like 3-4 weeks for the bill.
Yeah, no, it can't.
That's why we just want someone doing like ready to ship new egg models and just it's the same 3 models like a low end.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What time are you setting us to?
What do you mean?
Like count for the count.
Oh, we got 6 minutes left, but we can start now if you want. I just have to go use the bathroom.
No, use the bathroom first. I'll take a breather. I just chug water.
What's up, everybody?
Hey
Oh,
guys.
the music's not working.
Oh, it's no. Oh wait, I need the chat.
Oh yeah. I got you.
Hey guys, welcome back. Sorry, it's kind of a mess here. We are in a bit of a rush. We're gonna try our best to get 2 systems out today. So, first one you guys can see, I already went ahead and pre-installed the fans just because honestly, that's probably the least fun thing to watch during the build. And it's also like the most time consuming part. That's not actually, the hardware. So we went ahead and did that. Oh, people are rolling already.
Yep. No rolls today. No rolls today.
Brad's just like, enough of the rolls. So this is boxed up. I already went ahead and put the fans on the cooler as well for this build. What? It's I know, is it AMD X870? Yes.
Yeah.
So we are doing an AMD build.
9950 X30. I'll get the specs up for everybody here
Whoa.
in just a minute. What's up? Show me them titties.
Yep, 9950X3D, and we are pairing that with a Zotac 5090.
Big boy build.
Big boy build and streamers. So RGB cables, RGB everything. Oh yeah,
Winner of this
CPU.
build, name is a famous captain from a sci-fi TV show. What it reminds me of.
Patrick Stewart.
Yeah.
Just go with the actor and stuff.
Oh, dude, I started watching Tires this morning.
It's so good.
I think I'm on the wig episode.
Oh yeah, when they're like, doesn't look bad.
Yeah. Were you just checking yourself out?
Yeah, I love it when he goes into the bathroom and he's like, "Are you ready to rock?"
Yeah.
The one dude's like, kind of like David Grohl.
Yeah, you look like David Grohl.
True Tire, right?
Yeah,
That's the guy I was talking about that I really liked. The guy who's like True Tire, who's like super shredded, but he's such
Yeah.
a little bitch.
yeah.
Everyone makes fun of me, man.
Just cut your
He's
shit.
just a laughing stock.
Cut the shark shit.
Yeah, and he just starts crying.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, man. I'm not good at this. Then they become best friends. They start lifting tires.
Yeah.
He's like, man, I really get my pump on. Yeah, dude. Tires is so good. It wasn't even a full year ago. I feel like I watched season 1 right when it dropped. It definitely wasn't a full year between season 1 and 2. Right? Because season 1 was only 6 episodes. I feel like that was only a few months ago.
Yeah, I'll look it up here. Because I only found out about Tires
I just
like a couple months ago because I saw a YouTube short with it.
I saw it on like Netflix when it loaded up, like new show, and I just saw Shane Gillis, so I was like, all right, I'll watch it.
Dude, I love Shane.
So do I. He's
His
having the
humor
best like
is
modern
so-
day humor.
Yeah. He's the goat.
All right. So socket.
Rotten Tomatoes gives it a 55%.
Oh yeah, but Rotten Tomatoes hates anything
Yeah.
that's good.
Out of here, fucking Rotten Tomatoes.
I have noticed critics like anything bad and
Yeah.
hate anything good.
Yeah, it's the opposite.
I
of it.
always look at the audience score.
Yeah, audience score was 90%,
So remember,
which is fair.
I think my biggest fall off is when critics acted like Last Jedi was like the best Star Wars movie,
Yeah.
and I was like, okay, so I'm like really done with these guys.
Like, I have mixed feelings about The Last Jedi.
I have just straight negative.
Like, I like some of the shot in the movie.
Oh no, the
really cool.
cinematography is good.
Cinematography was
but-
great. Story, garbage.
Dude, someone
I'm
asked.
sorry, like,
Mhm.
it was just...
I feel like Mark Hamill's done with Star Wars now. I saw an interview where someone asked him like, which order should he watch the movies, and he's just like, I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
So also we have 2 4TB Lexar drives in here. So they are Gen 4. I am going to put them down on the lower lanes just so this top Gen 5 lane is accessible if there's ever a Gen 5 SSD bought. Lexar though, I haven't seen these in a while, but Lexar makes some of the best drives in the game.
First episode, so it came out last year, May 23rd.
May? Geez, so it has been a year.
So yeah, just
Maybe Josh wasn't here, so I just feel like I had no one to talk to at work about it, so I just didn't. Time flies, dude. Because I felt like it wasn't even a full year ago.
Yeah, dude, time flies, man.
Yeah.
It's pretty crazy.
I feel like once I hit 25 is where it really flew because I still feel, not physically all the time, but like I still feel 25. It's like I just never. It
Sorry,
feels like
I'm glad to get a comment.
what?
Rick says tomorrow's the last day for the bean giveaway too, and Show Me Them Titty says today is the last day before the next rest of the contest is over. Just silly shit. Anyways.
No, there's no anyways. I'm stuck in that 25 limbo. Come on, Lexa, don't be like that.
No rolls today. No rolls. But stick around though.
Yeah.
We might still do something. I don't know.
You definitely won't know if you don't stick around.
Exactly.
So Brad hopped on Overwatch yesterday with me for a little bit.
Yeah.
Dude, you caught me like when you didn't join the party. And I was talking to my buddy, I was like, dude, I'm hopping off. I'm so drained. My accuracy dropped from like 70% averages, like 70 to 80% averages to like 55.
Did you just log off when I got back?
Yeah, like I closed so I was like, I'm going to bed. And I closed the game. And then right when I closed, and then like you didn't join. And I was like, I'll do one more match. My buddy Brad hopped on, and my buddy's like, nah, well, I'm gone. And he left. I invited you, you didn't join, so I closed the game. And I clicked the start button. My mouse was going to shut down, and I just heard boop. And Brad's like,
Yeah.
You want to play? And I was like,
Yeah.
Brad.
I was like, fuck.
And I was
Like,
like,
I was gonna message you, but I was like, I don't want to. He might not see it if he's like super focused.
No, I closed the game when you
I'll
messaged me.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, but you got me like at the right time. Do you make like PC for customers? Yes.
Yep. This is a custom PC.
Yeah. So we are a shop. You can check us out at alexanderpcs.com. Yeah, we have a huge model lineup. And then when you buy a PC, you have the option to put in a request for it to be a stream build. So that's what this is. This is a normal customer PC, and they have just requested it. Or this one wasn't a request.
No, this one was.
This was. It's either if it's requested, we'll put it in our stream queue. If we don't have any more requests, we will just randomly pull from the outgoing queue of builds, and we build that on stream. Whoop. I need that cooler again.
Let's see. Specs are getting uploaded. Cool specs. Hey, Samina. Hey, what's up? Sorry, usually.
Probably the least.
Oops, that's. Usually, we see the YouTube chat. For some reason, it doesn't. Play on our unit, but we do see it. Oh, and they're gone.
And they're gone?
Yeah.
Oh, Brad. Trying to be the
Right.
nice guy.
Well, that's fun.
It happens, dude. But
As Nick said, the drives are different than I guess.
drives are different?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're Lexar.
Lexar.
Lexar, dude, is like super high-end drives. Like when I'm building my own PCs, I'm just kind of like a brand guy. Like I know we all have brand loyalties, so
Yeah.
I always stick with like Crucial #1, and then like Samsung, Western Digital, or Crucial Crucial is always my first choice. But I actually don't have a crucial drive or memory in my system because they stopped doing that ballistics lineup and now they're back to doing pro lineup. So they're back to doing like the high end stuff.
The Lexar drive called? Lexar.
But then no, so it could be crucial, Samsung, Western Digital, or Lexar.
Oh no, the drive
Lexar,
here.
NM. So
Oh, and then
yeah, Nickman, 790.
Nickman and 7.
Yeah. Or Neat Moth 790, whatever. Oh, laugh.
Driving over. What's up, Derek Gold? How's it going, man? Serpent Lord? What is up? Yeah, sorry, Serpent Lord, we're running a little late.
What is this called on?
Did you have the Legatus, or did you have the other one, Serpent?
Yeah.
Yeah, good to see you, Derek Gold.
That's an old name.
Yeah, it's good. Isn't it?
He knew what's up. He's like, Nick's back.
His dairy senses were tingling.
Tingling.
Perfect. Yeah, we started a little late.
We started late of starting early.
Yeah, we started late on starting early. Because I was on an important phone call. Lots of cool stuff coming. Stay tuned, everybody. July is going to be a pretty cool month.
Oh, yeah?
Yep.
Oh, yeah, it's 4th of July.
Yeah. 4th of July.
I wonder if we're going to grill here again.
We should. We should for 4th.
I just want
Or-
full time because I always have to rush the burgers. Because, like, there's never enough time to actually sit there and let the fire go down and let the grill get hot.
Yeah, we gotta start. We should start that charcoal like an hour before.
Yeah. Oh, I want to make some skirt steak tacos too. Have I ever done you that? But I get what's the actual Mexican like skirt steak called? It's like it's skirt steak, but I forget what they call it. And I'll go pick that up, dude. And those tacos, oh,
Yeah.
so good. Then, but I can't find a place where I can confidently get horchata because I want to make actual like rum chata
Yeah, yeah.
out on the water. Oof.
4th of July is a huge W. I love fireworks. My birthday is July 6th, so I always get fireworks for my birthday. I mean, it's not the day of, but
I always get people caring about their own presents on my birthday.
did you always get like big gifts?
My mom always gave me the choice of like 2 regular gifts or 1 big gift.
Okay.
For the longest time, it was big gift every day. I made sure I was spoiled.
Yeah.
No, so it would be like turnaround. Like I always had every console because like I bought all the games myself because I would like mow the neighbor's lawn, shovel their snow and stuff, and I would use that to buy games. And then like every quarter, my mom was like big grade. She was a teacher,
Yeah, yeah.
so it was like if I had like an A average, she would pick me up something like new because usually the games I got, I would go buy like the used ones.
Yeah.
And she'd pick me up something new or like pre-order me something if I had good grades I wanted in the future. But man, I busted ass on yards. I like walked up and down like between like 2 neighborhoods. So it's like probably 20 yards every like 2 weeks.
Oh man.
I would mow as a kid. No one cared about the child labor.
I need a label.
Did you do it?
No.
I don't know.
And I oh well, I'll tell you when you get back. That casing is insane, bro. Yeah, this is the 011 Dynamic Evo RGB. The 011s, these cases, these have been probably the favorite case of gamers, probably for the last 4 or 5 years. And if not the 011, clones of it, the dual chamber clones, with the power supply on the side, glass on the side and front. Like Durbauer and Lee created like the new trend of PC cases. And even though these cases have a lot to them, for the most part, they're relatively, compared to the original 011, they are really easy to build in.
You know, it's okay. You know it's hot when this room is cold.
Yeah. It's a little toasty in here. But compared to our warehouse, dude, yeah. It wasn't bad this morning, but then like I'd say after lunchtime it really picked up.
Oh boy. Where the frick is chat? Oh, there's chat. What's up, chat? See some people.
Can't wait to find out more about it in July. Oh, I don't know. Like, even I don't know what's happening in July. But apparently something big's happening here in July.
Here?
Yeah. I don't know. Brad gave a little surprise hint to the stream.
Wow.
I don't even know what's happening.
I don't think Brad's mic is on.
No, he muted it before because he walked out. He might have muted it.
Both unmuted.
Oh, I have no idea.
Oh.
He was trying to talk. I thought people just weren't responding to him on spite.
I don't know. They're both working.
Oh,
Hello, voice. Snap key, you don't recognize my voice. That is rude.
yeah, it's definitely not Brad 100%.
Are you guys getting a steady supply of 5090s? I don't think anyone in the world is getting a steady supply of 5090s, unless you're Newegg, probably. We occasionally get them in and out, but they I think we're particular on which 5090s because we don't want to get one that's not available, right?
Yeah. Dude,
We vary from like sometimes if we can get an ROG Strix, like we'll pick it up. But if all we can get is like an MSI or Zotac, I mean, still great cards, still 5090, but you know we'll get anything we can get our hands on.
yeah, the 90 series cards really are just, it's not even like a customer thing. It really is a business thing to where it's not easy to get a hold of a 90 series card.
There's me. See it. Hello. It's a killer build. Oh, for chat, this is the first chat announcement because I haven't done an announcement anywhere else. Oh, there's Deep Stank Pickle just joining in, but we now are offering the 9060 XT in our Auxilia Hoplite and Peltast. So I'm going to add it to a few more models, but that's cool. 9060 XT is a great card. What's up, Brad? I'm Brad.
Brad?
Nice to meet you, Brad.
I'm Jacob.
I'm Jacob.
I mean, Jacob and I we're just watching like benchmarks of the 9060 XT, and for its price, for 1080p, it really is.
Overall, a 4% difference on the 16 gig versions of the card.
Really?
4% difference, but $130 price difference.
Between like the
Wow.
5060 Ti 16 gig and the 9060 XT 16 gig.
I priced it out. It's on live auxiliary and hot play now. It's way cheaper than 60.
Yeah, like
5060 Ti is a great card, but I'm surprised to see how price competitive Radeon's being. Like they're really
Yeah, they're just undercutting.
Yep.
Dang.
Like they're losing on their margins, but they'll probably sell more units.
Yep.
So
Crazy.
it's a cool
yeah,
cool
like
card.
the dude, it like Counter Strike it's still getting like almost 500 FPS in Counter Strike. It's like 460
Yeah,
something.
it was up there.
And then like even on like AAA titles, it was getting like 100 FPS at least on like the only hard one was like Indiana Jones that I saw, but that's because Indiana Jones
And like Baldur's Gate a little bit.
Indiana Jones is like required ray tracing.
But Baldur's Gate also only went down when it hit 4K.
Oh, okay.
And you're not using that card
Yeah.
at 4K.
So yeah,
You could play Black Myth Wukong 4K at like 30 frames per second.
Oh wow, that's actually really
4K at 30 for a sub 350 card.
but can it run Mind's Eye? Dude, nothing can run Mind's Eye. The game's broken.
Can it run Minesweeper?
Maybe. We haven't seen the 4K
Chill out.
until we get Minesweeper. I'm still waiting for Minesweeper RTX to come out. That will be that'll be the real test.
Dude, that would be
3D
such a great,
Minesweeper.
like a Unreal Engine game to make.
Minesweeper
3D.
RTX.
3D Minesweeper, basically.
Dude, actually, that might be kind of fun.
You like run on top of the platform and you have to like go with a pickaxe and like
Yeah.
destroy the tile and then you can destroy the bot. But you could get like better items to destroy more blocks.
Dude,
That could be a fun game to develop.
this
Yeah.
just makes me want another Army Men game. You remember the minesweeping in those?
Yeah.
Those games
I remember the Army Men games.
They were so
Those
good,
are
man.
fun.
so good.
Deep steak pickle. Looking forward to the Cyberpunk update tomorrow. There's a Cyberpunk update tomorrow?
I have no idea. I also heard rumors that Witcher 3 is getting like some DLC too.
Really? I think it'd be cool to see like a
CD Projekt Red is like the last studio to stick by any game it releases.
I just
Oh,
want
yeah.
to see what Dawn
Literally,
Walker.
The next big 2.3 update. Oh, it says it's been delayed.
oh no.
Yeah, 3 days from launch, Cyberpunk delayed the secretive final update.
It's been delayed.
Don't tell the poor guy that, dude. He was just so excited about
They
it.
need more time to reduce their standards.
Well, I saw their standards when the game came out.
Yeah.
No, when they were like forced by,
There was just too many delays. Yeah.
it's like if they didn't release it, it was just gonna fall apart.
Oh no. Oh, I hate. Just stay in there, screw.
Jacob, are you still here? Deep Stink has a message for you. That I'm gonna poop in your garden now. Deep Stink.
Dude, deep sink with those chia seeds you fucking eat, dude. Those things would fertilize everything.
That's right. I forgot you told me about that. The
I did that.
energy. Does it
I
work?
fucking did that and I put it in my smoothie. Like I just kept them in there and put stuff for a smoothie, blend it all up.
Dude, chia seeds. Yeah, chia seeds are great.
Yeah, it'll push out the bowels for sure.
Huh.
Yeah, it was good.
But you let them soak in
I
water
forgot
for a
about
bit?
that.
In water like overnight. I highly recommended.
Yeah.
So we only do it for an hour. Not all of them get small, but they actually do get really large.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like everything inside comes outside. It turns into like a bubble shield.
Yeah.
you
I've
literally-
had him before, but he was saying that he uses them
Yeah.
Dude, you totally
like
could.
chia seeds. Give you like it's like a caffeine replacement kind of.
Chia seeds are good. You know what else is a really good replacement? Is
Electric beverage.
Electric bed.
no, it's actually a replacement and a testosterone booster if like you're working out. And it's like you take like organic honey and you go to a store and you buy bee pollen and you pour that in. It has to be like raw, unfiltered organic honey. And they have stalls where you can buy it, but you can also just make the mix. And you put bee pollen in there and you let ferment, like shake, turn it over. And
This
then
guy's making mead.
and then
Yeah.
you just let ferment for about 2-3 days and you can like plan jars and you just take a spoon of that when you wake up in the morning and it's like a huge test booster before the gym,
Really?
an energy booster. Yeah.
No, the chia seeds are bomb. I was
Don't
thinking,
take too much of the bee pollen though, because that might just fucking make you see some weird shit. I think too much bee pollen is like a
Where do you
hallucinogen.
find that?
you can get it at, like, bee
Really?
pollen.
Oh, really?
You can get bee pollen at like people who sell honey at markets.
Huh.
It's like spice.
Brad's like, I'm gonna get me some bee
Yeah.
testosterone.
Bee test.
Fuck yeah. Are the 5090s and the 4090s the same size?
5090 Founders is smaller,
It's way smaller.
but the regular card's about the same.
If anything, some of them are actually slightly bigger.
Wait. Did we smuggle a thermal paste from this room?
I'll grab you one from your desk.
Thank you. All right, so we're gonna just wait on thermal paste, guys. That's the stream. I totally forgot I took one from here. One of us did.
Oh,
Or the 59? No, that's the same one.
new features coming in July for Beam.
I don't know why, but like I'm reading the chat from so far away, so like I just get like temporary dyslexia, and this guy that last message he sent. So I thought it said sorry, not sure if you answered this question. I had a long load. And because it's like my brain just combined like long and add together for a second. And I had the double take and like, well, did we fucking what?
Not a long load.
You got another shirtless Jack in the back.
Nothing can compete with shirtless Kev. Shirtless Kev had a body of the gods.
Jack was saying he's actually gained weight working here because of like moving the PCs.
Oh, like
gained
muscles.
just some muscle density.
If you just tell him to eat nothing but mass gainer. 4 scoops a day, 700 calories a scoop.
Just tell him to inject steroids.
Dude, there was a kid that got really big in the bodybuilding in high school,
Yeah.
and he was probably about Jack's size, and he walked around school with a plastic spoon and a jar of peanut butter every day. And he would just sit in class and like eat the peanut butter because he wasn't interrupting. He was just sitting there eating peanut butter. By the end of senior year, fucking huge.
Really?
Yeah, because he just had to take in so much calories. So you just eat peanut butter, drink milk, take mass gainer, and now he's like a not like world champion, but he's gone to state competitions for bodybuilding.
Wow.
Not bodybuilding, but lifting.
Yeah,
powerlifting.
That's crazy.
Just got freaking massive. Because it's really just eat calories, man. Eat and eat and eat.
The Deep Snake says chia seeds can give you a large boost in omega 3s. If I down 3 tablespoons soaked in water quickly, I do feel a clean energy boost. Yeah, Deep Snake, you were saying that that's what they call the Native Americans, right? Or the Tex or something.
They called them
They call them something like
energy boosts.
yeah. Yeah, 5-hour energy is what they it's what they call it.
What? You see a bunch of like Aztecs walk around. Look at all these energy boosts out there. Dude, I love the Aztecs. I don't know if we've talked about this because like I did a deep dive in high school on like a paper. And then I've like continuously like looked into them because there's a lot of evidence to show that the Aztecs are actually originated. So they're
In
young.
Canada.
Wisconsin.
Okay.
Oh, so probably partially Canada too. That the Aztecs were from, Wisconsin areas near like Rock Lake because they brought the corn. Oh, Brad, the camera might have shut down.
Yeah, front camera.
Oh, that's why you had to run. Okay. I didn't even hear a word you said.
Oh.
But yeah, they started there because the weird thing is corn can't just grow wildly. It has to be cultivated. So which alien taught us how to cultivate corn?
Yeah.
So, and they were like new to Central America, where like the Aztecs, Mexico and Central America. It was like the Incans and the Mayans were all there first. And I always thought it was so fucking cool that these guys are out there. Because you have to think about it. Like, how scary would going to war with someone be, knowing that they rip out hearts of civilians to offer the corn gods? Like a corn god, man. So, like, that's just a good day for them.
Yeah.
So, I don't want to see them on a bad fucking day. Like, I don't want to see what they do to people going to the bad guys. But yeah, there's also like things in Wisconsin where you can see like not like fully sculpted, but like stone stacked pyramids in Rock Lake and stuff like that.
Mm. Yeah.
And
Mayan word for strength. They chew globs of them before hunts are going into battle.
can you imagine, dude? Give me the chia seeds.
Yeah, right.
I'm gonna behead this motherfucker. Give me the chia seeds.
Yeah.
Yo, hold him back. Oh, dude.
Yesterday's warriors, today's hipsters.
Are Aztecs hipsters? Are Mayans hipsters now?
No, I'm saying like people who eat chia seeds. Like when it first came out, it was all the hipsters.
Well, you know what's crazy about like how food has changed? So like, I do like history, like some history. I like more just like how people lived and stuff back in the day.
Yeah.
I don't care about social history too much, but I like more like ancient history and like Middle Ages and stuff like that, and like mythologies.
Yeah.
And it's crazy that if you look up like what peasants ate back in the day, they would eat like drinking ale for breakfast. Amazing, by the way, because apparently if you do that now, it's a problem. If you did that back in the day, you were just a working man going to work. But I think I forgot my clippers. I'll go grab them in a second. I don't need them this second. But salmon was peasant food.
Really?
Salmon was just peasant food. Like lords would eat like rabbit stew and stuff.
Huh.
So like peasants would eat peas and salmon, which is actually really not a bad meal, and bread. And it's crazy because nowadays salmon's like one of the most expensive things in the world. It used to be peasant food.
Yeah.
And now it's like expensive, and now it's like fucking rabbits. Who wants to eat rabbit more? And that used to be like the nobility food. And I'm like, man, dude, I love salmon. Why can't we make salmon peasant food again so it's cheap?
And peasants back then didn't even know how good they had it.
I just like the fact of them chewing on globs of chia seeds, dude. That's just fucking fun to me.
Yeah.
Now I'm just picturing like Aztecs against Mayans. Mayans are out there fucking downing their chia seeds before a work. Aztecs are fucking eating popcorn. Fucking
Yeah.
we're gonna go to war.
Yeah.
Anyone got the cheddar powder? What the fuck is Mayan up? Mayans lose a fight. Oh man, I don't think I let soak long enough last night.
Yeah. What's up, Dubstep Nero? How's it going?
De Niro.
Nope, just Nero. No D.
Do you think if Robert De Niro goes to, does his name just mean money in Mexico?
Maybe.
It's not De Niro, it's De Niro, but this is
Yeah.
funny. Your name's Rob Money?
Probably.
Money. Is this pre-recorded? No, it is not. I am live reading this. We know the Inca chewed cocoa leaves. Dude, just. You know what's crazy to me? It's like chocolate's been around for a good minute, right? If you actually see the process of how chocolate is made, like they have these giant seeds, they have to rip them open, and then it's just like these white milky seeds. You have to ferment those for weeks, then bake them, and then do other. Who just sat there was like, I can make a dessert out of this.
Yep.
And all they have is like wood and fire.
Well, they didn't. I don't think they. I'm trying to remember the history. Like, there's a time when chocolate wasn't a thing.
But I'm
Like,
just,
they didn't have. It was at. And who was it? It was Europe who really.
I know. I'm just saying, who looks at this stuff and says like, I know what I could do with this, and there's,
Yeah, yeah.
you know,
You guys aren't live. You're AI.
I wish we were AI.
Is this stream AI generated?
I wish, dude, getting paid to have AI do my job would be amazing. Dude, I've already thought if I ever worked remote, I would get like, you know, what was that site I was showing you where they're having AI streamers? Whatever. If I ever worked remote, I would work like 15 minutes, ball out everything that needs to get done, and I would just have that app create AI me on the web call, like the team meeting, and I'd just sit and watch
Yep.
movies.
What we building? What's up, Weed King? We're building a Legatus. You're on the vertical, so you go get the parts list. Well, not legally. It's a 9950X3D. And it's got a, what is it, a Zotac 5090?
Yep.
Yep, Zotac 5090. 011 Evo is the case. 1300 watt plat. Fully modular.
1300 watt plat.
1300 plat. 64 gigs of RAM. DDR5 6000. There's two 4 terabyte
Lexar SSD.
Lexar XSD.
XX.
Jeez.
I do it all the time.
Cocoa as cocaine, not cocoa as in chocolate. Oh.
That's still another thing. Who sat there and said, hey, if we take this leaf and refine it down to a powder and snort it, it will really give us the edge in war.
Yeah, right?
Like, that's still the stuff I'm saying. Like, how did people just look at shit and be like, this is what we can do with it?
Yeah. Two different plans, two different pleasures.
Oh, yeah, I know. Yeah, I said coca, not cocoa.
Yeah. Weed King says that's an absolute monster. Yes, it is.
Yeah. Yeah,
This
this,
is a customer build too. We stream customer builds.
yeah, this is, as I say, this is the check every single box, never want to upgrade my PC again build.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, it's got top of the line everything.
honestly too, I have an idea. See, I actually have a really good AI idea. I don't know how to make AI. That's the problem. But I have an idea that would make me so much money.
Yeah.
I knew how to do it.
Let me in
You have to mute us. All right, we're back. I
Yeah,
just
we're-
couldn't let you
we're-
guys take Brad and I's $1 billion idea.
Yeah. It's a good idea. I had the same idea.
Yeah, I also had another good one, but I'm not gonna tell.
Not gonna tell me this one.
No, I'd tell you this one later, because I feel like it would also roll in the dough.
Darren Gold said, I received my Legatus back in 2002, 2023, or 2022 or 2023. I got the 4090. If I wanted to get the 5090, is it just a straight swap of GPUs?
Yeah, yeah, your CPU is still fine. So, and if you had a 4090, it's going to be the same connector.
Same connector, probably same power supply too.
Yep. Man. I wish I could upgrade my GPU that often.
I thought about that snap key, and that's why I moved to King. He said I'm gonna have to hire a lip reader to steal the idea. Change it.
Yeah, mute me again. Let's see if we can catch this one. See, that's a good idea. Brad said it was a good idea.
Another good idea.
Because like it's the people who need that service that would do that the most.
Mm-hmm.
Like I need this. And they'll be like, I got you. Meet Lindsay Longshong. He's gonna he'll take care of you from now on.
Yeah.
Well, one day those beds are just gonna take a tumble.
Yeah, Dairy Gold. If you're, I would not recommend updating or upgrading to a 5090 if you have a 4090. The performance difference isn't that great to justify
Yeah,
upgrading.
I'll agree with Brad on that one. But that's kind of the thing with like usually generational to generational upgrades, not usually like the biggest jump. Like you every once in a while you get a rare occasion where it's like 10 series or 30 series where it's just a night and day difference. But that rarely ever happens. The 4090 is still great. I would hold off till like 6090, 7090, whatever naming scheme they go with. Because also you have to think consoles are on a 2-year cycle or a 7-year cycle for the most part. So within the next 2 years, we'll probably see, PlayStation 6 and whatever Xbox wants to name there. Finally, we'll get Xbox 2. And then then I would upgrade so you have something that is far superior to that, because then you know you're really set for a long time again. Hi, I'm a first-time PC builder, and I'm looking at the 5060 Ti 16 gigabyte and the 9060 XT 16 gigabyte. They fit in my price range, with the 9060 XT being $370 and the 5060 being $430 where I live. Which do you recommend? For that price point, honestly, just look up the games that you're gonna play and maybe FPS charts. But for the price point, like I'm assuming you're targeting 1080p with both those cards. Me personally, I don't think any card, like, you know, I think every card has its value. If I just had to pick for the games I play, I would go 9060 XT for the price. Because at 1080p, you don't want to do upscaling. Upscaling at 1080p just doesn't look good compared to upscaling at 4K or 1440. So you don't really see people upscaling at 1080p. And so you can kind of take that out of the equation, unless you're playing like a single player AAA game at 1440, then you might use it. But for just raw 1080p performance, both cards perform it. Like if you take all the games together, it's like a 4% difference in the 5060 Ti's advantage, but 4% difference for the price difference. Also, AMD cards have always shown that through driver updates, they age better. They age really well with driver updates. So the percent that difference between the two cards will change in the upcoming months. So I would take the savings on the 5060 and go with the 9060 XT, and I would put that towards a better case, you know, higher end, like higher CPU choice, higher CPU cooler, you know, because if you get a better CPU cooler, then you can upgrade your CPU down the line. So that's my thought process on it. If you're just building on your own, again, 5060 Ti is just a great card. I was just giving you, like, if I was on a budget and I had to build, what my thought process would be, and I would go with the 9060 XT and put that savings towards other hardware. No. Right? Well, I'm saying no to, would a 4070 bottleneck a Ryzen 5 7600X? No. CPUs are so fast now. Bottlenecking like that's not really going to happen like it used to. Like, dude, there were people doing builds with like 14600Ks and 4090s, and they were just fine. Like 7600X will still go over 5 gigahertz. Like, you don't have to be worried about that. The only time you'll get a bottleneck isn't even is like if you're doing CPU intensive games. So if you're doing like, you know, RTS games, anything like that, you'll get more FPS with a 8-core chip, but it's not something that's going to it's not going to hurt your graphics. I'm sorry guys, it's been a really hot, sweaty day and my brain is holding on. But no, overall 99.9% of the time you are fine with a 7600X and a 4070. You are absolutely fine. And also, that's kind of like a mid-range CPU as well. Like that's actually kind of a normal CPU to pair with a 4070. Like, to be honest, dude, I could get away with a 7600X and a 5080 if I wanted to.
What's up, James O'Neill?
What
I
time?
got my system finally got 4 DIMMs of RAM to run at 500 mega transfers in an AM5 system.
Yeah. 500 or 5,000?
I'm thinking he meant 5,000.
I'm thinking something.
What power supply do you recommend for a 4070 and a Ryzen 5 7600X combo?
Oh, dude, like it depends. Like if you're just looking if the mid range like that is just your go-to, you could get 750 watt. Honestly, you could get a 650 and be fine if it's like a blacked out system. So how you want to look at power supplies? Look up the total power draw, and this is just rule of thumb for everyone. Look up the max power draw of your graphics card. Look up the max power draw of your CPU. Add those together and then add 100 watts for safety, like extra leeway, and that's the power supply you need. So, but you could get a 750, or if you plan on like upgrading ever in the future, you could just get an 850 and be good. Because honestly, for like normal high-end cards and high-end upper mid-range, like 850 is just the sweet spot. But I mean, 850, 750, even like I said, 650, you'd be fine. Because the big thing NVIDIA did this generation was efficiency.
He meant 5,000.
Meant what?
He meant 5,000, not 500. And I have 100K or 1,000K or 1,000 watt power supply for sale if you need it. Never used it.
Wait, what? Who said five? What was 5,000? I misread.
The mega transfers instead of 500.
Yeah.
He meant 5,000. He was just clearing that up. Good old 1,000 watt PSU.
It's crazy how efficient graphics cards have become. Because like my 690 was like a 350 watt card or something like that, and it had 4 gigabytes of VRAM.
Nope, we're not giving this away. The giveaway is for a giveaway on Beam. So type in exclamation giveaway and it'll give you the link.
All right. Customer also picked up strimer cables, so we are installing these. This is just going to be completely RGB'd up. I wish they would do black strimer cable strimers. You know, like there's like the obviously the strip where the LED diffuser is.
Yeah.
That has to be like a clear matte white. But like everything in between, like the edges and the seams, I wish they had a black.
Is anybody else having trouble hearing us?
No, is the mic dying now too?
I don't think so.
Everything's going to hell, Brad. Our internet went out. Let's see.
Is Death Stranding a good game? I bought it. I never really got into it. I love Hideo Kojima, but I don't know. I don't know if Death Stranding was for me.
I'll agree with Brad. I really loved it, but
Now there's no audio. What is happening?
dude, they're messing with you, Brad.
They have to.
It's back. I'll agree with Brad, but like I really liked Death Stranding, but I also love like just exploring and walking around. It was like like the story was really good and the gameplay was like almost calming to me. But I will go on the side saying like it is a very like when I was seeing it get 6s and 5s, I wasn't surprised. Like I really liked the game, but I was also like I can totally see why people don't like spend like they don't want to walk 3 hours and then have like a 5-minute cutscene, 10-minute cutscene, and then walking back and forth. So I understand the disappointment, but I did like the game.
I feel like just because of how some of the systems were, I feel like it was probably a lot more fun if you played it when it first came out.
I mean, yes
Because
and
of the connectedness and stuff.
yes and no, because sometimes like I played it on PlayStation, but then I eventually got the director's cut and replayed it on PC, and I did that way after it already came out on PC. And it was like cool to see like some bridges and stuff were already built for me by other people.
Yeah.
So it was like that part was like already done with, and I was like, oh hell yeah.
Check it out again.
But
What's
it
up,
is very much
Super
like just,
baby?
like a casual, like you're just sitting there. It's cozy running, and there's also like a achievement. I cheese this, so if you ever want a tip, there's an achievement for going through the game without killing anyone. And what happens is if you run people over with cars, it only knocks them unconscious. So I'd pick up vehicles and I'd go to like the bases and I'd just run everyone over, and then I would get out and do what I had to do.
5090 freaking dream, bro. Damn, a 5090.
Yep.
5090s.
That's what this is. Huge boy. Like just look at that compared to a case. Let's compare that to the case.
Insane.
Mm-hmm. What's insane is like sometimes you hear the customers. Like I just picture like Doc Ock from Spider-Man. He's like the power of the sun in the palm of my hands. And then they load up like Counter-Strike 2. That's how, because that's what happens a lot of times. All of this. Minecraft.
Sea of Thieves.
Dude, Sea of Thieves. I think it's been long enough where I can't disclose that story to public. Right?
Maybe we'll wait a little.
Because that was like 3 years ago.
Yeah, that was a lot.
That was just one of the best lines. I could say it was a friend.
Yeah, it was a friend, right?
Yeah, it was my friend.
Yeah.
Didn't know what kind of PC he wanted. And he didn't know what kind of PC he wanted. And my friend asked me, I asked him, like, well, what games are you playing, man? And he's like, well, I'm looking to play, like, just Sea of Thieves for the most part. So I'm kind of looking for a 3090 Ti to run that. You know, with Sea of Thieves, I'm willing to pay top dollar. And I was like, 3090 Ti, Sea of Thieves, maybe it will work. I'm not sure. We'll try. Like here, I'll run some benchmark tests. We'll see if it will work. We might have to do a dual 3090 system. Definitely will need 12900K. And but it was just like the way my friend talked to me. It's like, I am willing to spend top dollar for Sea of Thieves. So I understand that I'll need a 3090 Ti. It's like, yeah. No, definitely, because I run on a potato and I only get 300 FPS. So definitely need that 3090 Ti.
We're gonna see the Gigabyte 5090s are different colors besides gray and gold. We take what we can get.
Yeah.
Stay.
Like when it comes to the 90 series cards, I was just when if you guys were here when Jacob was in here, we were talking about this. This is not like a customer only issue. It is a business issue as well, where 5090s are just not in stock anywhere. And if they are in stock, it's almost impossible to get them at MSRP. So if I can, we're going to, oh, I can't. Oh, no, I can. I'm going to see how I'll route this because I want it to be a fun route so we can actually see the cable. But I think we'll go under and wrap around. No. I just have to go straight under. I don't think I'll be able to get it through that part. Once I get this in here, it'll be a lot easier.
Those 90-degree connectors safe now?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That wasn't even the Strimer cables. That was a few, like, it was actually like such a small percentage. Like all those cable melting things, yes, it happened, yes, it was bad, but it was like a fraction of a percent of cases. But that was what, Formula Mod or Cable Mod? I think it was Cable Mod
I think it was Cable Mod.
was having issues. So these,
But if it wasn't Cable Mod, we're sorry, Cable Mod.
yeah, but like it was, they also like made them too. Like they took care of everything.
I have a Legatus 2 computer constantly crashes unless I have a low power setting on. Can you show me where I need to make sure the power cables are connected correctly? That sounds like a question for tech support, King. If you head to our website, go over to community. The drop-down menu, there's submit a ticket, tech ticket. Submit a tech ticket, and our tech support team will reach out to you soon. Alright, we're back. Top cam is messed up. Are you able to fix it? Oh, we can fix the next build. We don't need top cam.
All right, what time is it?
4:02. No. You got this one done pretty quick.
The fans, dude.
Yeah.
The fans are the biggest thing.
Turn this guy on. Oh, anyway.
And as always, if you've been here before when we build the Legatuses, you know, have a good one, man.
See, dude?
The LCD screens on the fans are going to be sideways because of how the fans are orientated. But once it's programmed, in the software, all fans will be right side up.
do it. Great. Looking good. Congrats, Serpent Lord.
Is this Serpent's PC?
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
It doesn't look like the LCD fans are turning on.
No, they turned on, and then it will go into a boot sequence,
Oh, okay.
and then they'll turn off, and then they'll turn back on again. Just give it
Okay.
like a minute.
I got you. Yeah, because I thought I saw them on.
Yeah, they always turn on right away,
There we go.
and then yep. And like I said, the screens will be sideways, but once now they're upside down. But in software will get them rotated.
Yeah. Software's super easy to use. But yeah, all right, cool. We're gonna bring this one back, and then we'll get the second one started. Give us a couple minutes to set things up. And what's up, Jose Robles from YouTube? What is up, man? But yeah, we'll be right back, guys.
We can just set this to the side.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do if it hits 515 though, Brad? Because like that's cutting it close. I'm gonna try, but still cutting it close on like a full.
Yeah, I mean, if you just want to like cable manage as much as you can, and then just turn it on, plug in the power supply, and just cable manage it tomorrow or something. That works.
There's thermal pasta. I'm just cleaning up.
Whatever you feel like.
Oh, crap. Don't want to do that. Yeah, I'm just doing that because every time, like 50% of the times when it's plugged in manually, like through the headers,
Yeah.
it does. Give them that and have check.
Yeah.
Let me pee.
Oh, real. Yeah, you.
I'll just honestly get this ready to start building.
Yeah, it's fine.
They're gonna see all the parts as we take them apart anyways.
All right, guys, we're back.
They heard us, dude.
They heard us.
They heard us. Brad didn't mute. Yeah, so we're gonna build this. All I was saying is I'm just gonna start building this as fast as possible because if you guys stuck around and heard, we are on a bit of a deadline, and we're trying to beat that as fast as possible. So, and I was just clearing off the bench because you guys will see the parts as I take them up, and we'll talk about them still. So this, we are going with the 9800X 3D. This is what our Legionnaire, right?
Yeah.
Yep. 9800X 3D. Oh yeah.
I gotta do my 20-minute thing.
Oh, Brad's leaving me. I'm sorry, I'm used to it, Brad. Can I still chat up? 5:15. Yep, you guys can keep a timer on that. So we're going 9800X3D on the MSI Mag X670E Tomahawk Wi-Fi. I already opened the RAM, so we'll throw this in. Right, hold on. Spec list. So we'll type up all the specs in a second. This though, honestly, this is probably main consumer line. This is the fastest gaming CPU you can get right now. Price and performance, this 9800X is an absolute unit. And if gaming is your only thing, most games won't utilize anything over 8 cores. So just having an 8-core 3D cache CPU is just honestly bang for the buck. It's the best thing you can use in your system. And that's like I said, gaming is the main purpose. If that's all you want to do is game, and then obviously, you know, browse the internet, email, like daily use. But if you're not like, you know, editing footage, doing, you know, 3D rendering, anything like that, this is the CPU I would recommend to anyone. Then we're going there. Then we are going with Gen 4 Crucial T500 2 terabyte. I am going to grab. I'm going to leave the top lanes open. So I am going to grab a mount, and since this already has a heat spreader, I don't want to remove any heat spreaders from the system. So I'm going to take off this old standoff. Oh, I wish I had my actual pliers, but this actually is teeth, so I can grip where the teeth are. There we go. Should I update my 79? Should I update? No, I mean, you don't have to. If you're still on a 7000, I have a 7800X3D. If you're still on that, that CPU is still great. Like the 9800X3D is a little faster. You will get more FPS, but it's not like you're going to be paying a difference, right? You're going to have to buy a whole new CPU, and I can't say like just spending $450, $400 for the amount of frames you would get extra would be worth it. What I recommend doing, anyone on 7000 series currently, or anyone getting the 9000 series right now, is AM5. They said this socket, this generation, should last 5 years. So we're already on the second gen of CPUs right now. 7000 was the first, 9000 was second. So we should get 2 or 3 more generations of Ryzen on AM5. What I would do is keep your 7000 series, and whenever they do that last AM5 CPU, upgrade your CPU then. Just do a BIOS update on the board, update your CPU then you have your CPU lasting another 4 or 5 years, 6 years if you want it to, and then you can keep the same motherboard and memory you have for, again, so you can make your motherboard and memory last like 8 years on your system plus. And cooling this, we have the Jamdias, what is it? Chi 1. The Chi 1 is a 360 millimeter red with a LCD screen AIO. So those, like, honestly, the screen AIOs have been like the next big thing I've been seeing pop up. Every few years, there's kind of like the new gaming PC trend. And it seems like the screened LCDs, or the screened coolers, that has been the new one. Where is AMD? There we go. And I don't think I'll be able to do this, but let's see if we can finish this build before Brett gets back. Whoop. Go. Should I update the motherboard then? No. So like if you're on your 7900X3D, since that AM5, that chipset and those boards are gonna last for 5 years. If you just wait for that last AM5 chip to come out, all you'll need to do is a BIOS update to the board, and that will let it accept a new chip. It's like if you had the X670 like you have now, if you put a 9000 chip in there, won't work. But once you BIOS update it, then it will. That's all you'll have to do. So no, you can make it where your board and memory last a lot longer. All right. I need a hex hat. Give me 1 second, guys. I actually have to go grab one tool I am going to need because this case I actually need to change the standoff locations. And I forgot to grab that. Guys, all right, I am back. But guys, it is so humid, and we don't have AC in the main warehouse right now. So there's like an office, and when you cross the threshold from where the offices are, right into that warehouse, it is like getting hit with a furnace. Or like if you stood behind a jet, it is just this abundance of just this heat wave that you walk right into. Hey, that wasn't 20 minutes.
Nope. It was done quicker.
Is today Thursday or Wednesday?
Wednesday.
Shit.
Why?
I was like, yeah, tomorrow's Friday. But then I'm like, wait, I'm streaming, so it has to be Wednesday. Dude, my days were all messed up. There was a lost day last week. I've been contemplating it because last week I swear was 4 days. I remember Monday, Wednesday. I remember.
It's because TJ streamed all week.
No, but it wasn't even the streams. Like, I legit thought Thursday was Wednesday. And then Friday was Friday. And I was like trying to think like what I do on Tuesday or Monday, and even in my personal life, there's a lost day somewhere last week. So I even tried like thinking of like what I ate in the morning and stuff, like what my morning routine was. And I'm like, I don't remember one full day from last week. And then part of me is like, man, I wish that happened more often. Like, I work 5 days, but only felt
Yeah,
like
about
2
4.
or 4. Had to hype yourself up so you didn't melt. No, dude, I'm just gonna melt. I'm actually like a royal bitch when it comes to heat. Like, I can't stand it. Like, I'm a 65 guy is like my perfect, just warm enough zone. And like once you start hitting like 70, 75, I'll start to sweat. And then when you hit the 80, I'm just dead. I'm gone. Cooked, as the kids say now. But I'm actually physically cooking though. like I am just terrible with the heat. Like I'll be like one of those movie scenes when someone gets lost in the desert and they just take their shirt off, wrap their t-shirt around their head. They're suffering. Like that's almost me in
It's
the
like
warehouse.
77 degrees out.
Yeah, that's actually me though, dude.
I think I see a mirage.
Yeah. That's actually, dude, the heat wave in there feels like you'd see a mirage.
Yeah, it is.
It
brutal
got
back
so
there.
much more humid now. Like if you go back there now, it's worse.
Someone has a question.
I have a stupid question. So I am making my first PC. I have all my parts out. I'm getting an NZX. I'm getting a NZX CIO, but I went back to look on Amazon, and it's like 100 different thermal pastes. What do I get? If you just want to play it safe, just get Arctic. Because like Arctic is just, if you're just gaming and you're not overclocking or doing anything crazy, Arctic, or if you just want, if you're okay spending a little extra cash, I'm a big fan of Thermal Grizzly. That's what I always put in my personal PCs, but it is expensive. It's like $20 a tube, where Arctic will be just as good performance. You won't thermal throttle on it, and it is like $7 a tube. So like this Arctic MX6, $7-8, and you're fine. But I do believe if you open up your NZXT AIO, check it first, because some of their AIOs will already have pre-applied thermal paste on it, cut out in a square. And if that's the case, you can just use that. It's already on. So take the cooler out and look at the cold plate, and you'll see like a little square piece of thermal paste, and you can just use that. I guess there's some juicy jams over there, Brad.
Yeah, making a story post.
While we're streaming, Brad never stops working, guys. He's multitasking now.
Your mom 01 says thanks for that. Or really, I will have to wait and see when it comes. Thanks. Probably talking about the thermal paste.
Yeah. And if not even that, like a lot of coolers, if they don't have pre-applied thermal paste, they'll give you a little tube of theirs anyways.
That's a good one.
Are you trying to find a song for your TikTok reels, Brad?
Story, but yes,
Same thing, right? It's all the same.
a little different.
I'm just not a social media guy.
Delivery's a little different.
Dude, guys, I might be in my early 30s, but like when it comes to social media and like what's hip, I'm 80. I am 80. I don't even like texting that much. Like if you've ever seen me text, because you've texted me, it's like very blunt and to the point. Because I'm just very much like a call or just talking person. Because what I've always noticed too is like when you text all the time, when you finally meet the person or you run into them, you don't have shit to say.
Yeah.
So then you just talk about stupid stuff that has like no content to it. So like I like just like I'm one of those people that will say like, babe, don't fucking talk to me when you're at work. And then when they get home, okay, I want to hear all about your day. Like I'm just that person. Like I'm not actually that person, but like I am. I want That's how I want it to be, but that's just not how it is. You know what I mean, though? Like,
Yeah.
it's just because I get in those moments a lot where it's like you just talk so much over text, and then like, yeah, when you run into each other, you're like, hey, hey.
Yeah.
Well, we should watch that show, right?
Actually, when is the new Fallout? Speaking of shows that we.
Oh yeah, yeah. They showed a poster. I keep seeing videos or like not videos, news articles about Charlie Cox feeling like a fraud for being so praised in Claire Obscure because he was in the studio for a total of 4 hours.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it took him 4 hours to record all his lines. So he's like, when people act like I did such a good job, he's like, dude, I did not work. And I'm sitting there like, that sounds like the perfect fucking job.
Dude, it was wild when I first started playing and I recognized his voice. I'm like, holy shit, I'm playing fucking Daredevil right now.
Dude, if he was younger, Charlie Cox is great. But do you know who I actually wish played Daredevil if he was younger? Michael C. Hall, I think, would have been a great Daredevil in his prime.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Because he's ginger and he just has that cold, monotone attitude to acting. Like, he could have played Daredevil borderline like how he plays Dexter, and it would have been, like, perfect.
Did you watch the newest season of Daredevil?
Nope, I need to, I know. I just kind of
Really
fell off of Marvel, and I know everything's connected, and it was like, just, I fell off, man. And now there's, like, so much stuff I have to, like, watch to catch. Like, I still haven't watched Loki Season 2. Haven't watched She-Hulk, more than, like, the second or third episode.
Yeah, I haven't seen Loki Season 2 yet.
I think the last thing I watched movie-wise, I can't remember, whichever one came out last. I watched either Quantumania, Ant-Man, or I watched the Doctor Strange one, where they traveled to all the different universes.
Yeah. Multiverse of Madness or whatever.
Yeah, one of those was like the last things. And I'm just like, man, I can't do it, Cat.
I was with you. I've still kept up with the movies. I've stopped doing the shows. The new Captain America was pretty good, surprisingly. I really liked it. I felt like they were kind of going back to the formula.
Yeah, I just heard mixed things on it. Like, I heard some people say it's not great, but it's not like bad.
It's not. It's definitely better than the last couple years of stuff they've put.
The only thing I don't like about the new Cap, I don't like how he's just dying on the hill in like the show, Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I just don't like how he's dying on the hill of not wanting to be a superhuman. Because it's like, dude, eventually you're going to fight someone that's just going to punch you once and you'll explode. Like, eventually you're going to, like, need that. Because he's not Batman, dude, right? Like, he's not kitted up with gear and intelligence. He's just a guy in a flying suit. And I loved him, dude. Like, Anthony Mackie's great. It's just, like, from a strict superhero standpoint, like, you just, at some point, you're going to need that.
Yeah.
And it feels like they're trying to build this up to, like, some epic movie, like, the next Avengers or something. When that comes out, eventually there'll be.
That was Thunderbolts. Thunderbolts. That was technically a working title the whole time. The movie is actually called New Avengers.
Yeah, and then I'm just saying like a big Avengers movie. There's just something where I think they're just having this be one of those like running gags they do.
Yeah. That
pays off at the end, and I think that's what they're just using the no serum for, is they're gonna fight someone that can just like punch you and you insta die, and he's gonna be like, well, I gotta do it, gotta take the roids. Because I'm just sitting there like, dude, it just doesn't make sense. Like, I still believe the theory that Cap died in Infinity War.
What was the theory for that?
So.
Oh, when he gets
punched in the back of the head.
In the back of the head.
And then and he just drops. Because if Thanos. Because, like, this Thanos is so beyond strong in the MCU. Because actual Thanos is, like, kind of fucking scared of the Hulk. Doesn't want to fight him. This Thanos pieced up Hulk like it was nothing.
Yeah.
So if Thanos is that strong, and like he just punched Captain America in the back of the skull, no helmet, he's fucking dead, dude. And he just drops. And then what happens when he does the time, you see all the trees go back, so everything in that vicinity rewound time. So the theory is Cap did die, because realistically, he died. Like, there's no way he just takes that punch. And then when it rewound time in that area and brought Vision back, it also brought Cap back. Because, like, if you really think of it, dude, like, if Cap getting punched in the back of the head by Thanos is, like, even worse than me standing in front of a Mack truck. I would die.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't even make sense to me that he was able to, like, hold the glove and hold him back, because I love Cap. I'm not a big Captain America comic fan, but Chris Evans Cap, love him. So I want to say every good thing I can, but he died, dude. There's, like, no way. Because he's, like, not that much stronger. I think it's, like, 6 times the strength of a man? Like, it's not, like, he's not even as strong as Spider-Man. Like, physically strong. So it's just, yeah, dude, Thanos absolutely smoked his chops. Like, he's gone.
Dude, there's probably no... there might be some. But I think that the coolest thing that MCU ever did was the big payoff when Cap finally wielded Mjolnir. Yeah. That was like, oh yeah. Finally.
A lot
This
of
is what
people
we've been
have been
waiting
able to
a
wield it,
decade
though.
for.
Yeah. Ever since Ultron,
Yep.
when he wiggled it.
Yeah. That's still one of my favorite scenes in any movie. Is when they're all trying to pick up the fucking, and it wiggles and Thor like.
I love when they're making the jokes, like, if you put it on an elevator and the elevator goes up, is the elevator worthy?
Yeah.
But have you ever seen the memes? Like, I saw a meme when they were making fun of that scene, like people trying to pick up the hammer, and it went to Goku, and Goku grabbed the hammer, and instead of picking the hammer up off the hill, he just picked up the whole earth still attached to the hammer. And just
Are they still making Dragon Ball Z? Or not Dragon Ball Z, but Dragon Ball Super stuff?
the manga was still going. Like, the manga's way past the point where the anime ends, but they just stopped doing the anime.
The anime's done though.
I think they announced they're coming back. To be honest, like, I'm a huge Dragon Ball guy. I've been Dragon Ball guy since, dude, I could read. And it's just not the biggest fan of Super. Can't do it. So I feel like some of the story arcs, like, I think the Goku Black arc is just the most boring fucking thing in the world. And then I feel like they just dove to, because it's Toyo Taro is the writer, not Akira Toriyama. He passed the torch. And I feel like Toyo Taro just writes Goku like an idiot. Like, Goku, don't get me wrong, is a goofball. We all know that, but he is still a Saiyan. So there were times, like, with the Red Ribbon Army, he was about to, like, murder Red. There were times with, like, when Frieza killed Krillin, like, he popped off. He was pissed when he came back and fought, like, Nappa and Vegeta, and he saw, like, everyone dead or fucking brutalized. He paralyzed Nappa. He broke his spine. Like, Goku will get pissed. But then in fucking Super, it's just like, the world's about to be destroyed, Goku. You gotta do something. Oh boy, this is gonna be a fun fight. Oh, I can't wait to see how this. And it's like, dude, like, that's just not how he is. Like, he is a goofball. It's like Luffy at the same, like, it's like they're goofballs, but when, like, shit gets real, they pop off. They go, like,
yeah.
And they just kind of eliminated that from his character. They took the sand out of him in Super. Like, I think the only cool Goku scene for me in Super is in the Black Arc when they're like, yeah, in this timeline, like, we killed Chi-Chi and Goten and I took you. And then that Goku got pissed off for like a total of like 10 seconds. And I don't know, man. Like, Super is entertaining, but it's just like the best parts of Super are the parts that I think Akira wrote. Like the superhero movie, the Broly movie, and like making Broly canon, the original Battle of Gods movie, and the Resurrection F movie.
Did he do GT? Period.
No, he did some character design, but no, GT was literally just toy animation.
That's what I thought. That's GT is technically canon, right?
No, unless there's another show. It's not. Is it Goku and Friends? There's another series where they kind of dove into that, and they just said GT is just a whole different universe now.
Okay. Yeah, because the only super stuff that I know is from Sparking Zero.
But the original idea, I actually liked it because Gohan was my guys.
Yeah.
Gohan, and then I probably like my favorite characters are Gohan, Bardock. I love Bardock, but the OG Bardock, dude. The one thing I didn't like was like the rewritten Bardock story in the Broly movie. I like the original Bardock story.
Bardock was
Goku's
dad, right?
Yeah. And but the original point of the show is Goku was supposed to die against Raditz. That was permanent. And the whole show was supposed to be Gohan becoming the new main character, but everyone got pissy that Goku just got killed off screen on the first fight, or killed like not off screen. Just so like the whole outer world thing, or Otherworld, that was never in Dragon Ball. Otherworld was like created like on spot to bring Goku back. That whole lore was just all that Otherworld lore was created on the spot just to get Goku back. And like then they tried doing it again with Cell. Like they're like, okay, we got some good Goku fights. We got Frieza, Super Saiyans, all that. Kill Goku off permanently because he's already used his 2 revives from the dragon. And then Gohan will now be the main character. And then people bitched again. And it's like, dude, but Gohan's actually like a G.
Yeah, Gohan was cool.
Like he actually, I liked it because he was like that Saiyan. Like when he snapped, he had that just cold, collected Saiyan like that in a sense.
Yeah.
And like I still think one of the hardest lines is when he lands in front of Boo and he's just like, I'm here to kill you. It just fucks him up. Just royally fucks him up. I'm like, hell yeah, dude.
Yeah, see that's the stuff that I'm like that gets me excited with Dragon
Hoping
Ball.
they continue the Super Mario arc. That'd be cool. Yeah, because now they have like Ultra Instinct. Now they have like Ultra Ego is Vegeta.
Yeah.
They've been giving out too many power-ups. That's the other thing I didn't like about Super is like so many unearned power-ups. Like Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z, you saw him train forever. Gohan like neglected his training. Lazy fuck. Gets mad for 1 second and then unlocks beast form. And it's stronger than Ultra Instinct, or it's like the equivalent of Ultra. Like everyone now has their own Ultra Instinct equivalent. And it's like, dude, like it was so unearned. There's no training or build up to it. There's nothing. And then Piccolo just like goes up to Shenron and makes a wish, and now he's Orange Piccolo, which is like his Ultra Instinct equivalent. It's like, dude, why the fuck didn't you do this like 300 episodes ago? And just, you could have done this and just killed Goku off in the first place.
Power
When you
creep.
were a villain. Yeah, it's just like, it's just like not. Like the thing about Super that you learn is it's now literally all about the fights, and the story is actually like nothing. Like the story and character development is nothing anymore. It's just cool fights. And this is coming from like, dude, I have so many Dragon Ball Z statues in my house. Like, this is coming from a loyal Dragon Ball fan. Like, I don't know. I'm just saying, if like I had a kid right now, my kid would watch Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z, and I wouldn't even have like the inclination. If they found Super and decided to watch it, cool. But I wouldn't actually like go out of my way to show it to them. Like I don't think it's bad. I just don't think it's I don't think it's bad. I just don't think it's good. I think it's entertaining.
Mm-hmm.
Because like the Jiren stuff went hard. I'm not gonna lie, Jiren's great. From the Tournament of Power.
Oh, okay.
Like I love how, and like that's the other stuff that made no sense, dude. These people train. Like you have to think these were all Goku fucking people from other universes. People train like Master Roshi trains a little bit here and there, and now he's up to that fucking power level. And it's like, dude, Roshi, why didn't you train like this all that time ago and just fucking kill Frieza? Like,
Yeah.
and then Frieza trains for 6 months and gets Golden Frieza, which is the same power as like Super Saiyan Blue. So it's like, Frieza, why didn't you train for 6 months and you never would have lost to Goku or the Saiyans? And
Yeah.
like it's just the power they put in is just so busted to me. That it's just kind of like now if I watch Super, I'm just expecting like some crazy shit's gonna happen and they're just gonna win. You know?
Yeah, that was my kind of problem with it.
Like-
When I was playing like Sparking Zero, because there's just so many forms and
Mhm.
just constant like ultra fucking upgrade.
Yeah, and
It just gets kind of boring and
there's no sense of survival anymore. Like one of my favorite moments is like when you realize how strong Tien is as a human and he's just fighting for dear life to hold Cell back by
Yeah.
blasting into that hole. Like that actually felt tense. You're like, oh fuck, dude. Like, because if Cell breaks out, he's dead. And he is actually like putting all his power in and he's able to hold off second form Cell. But like if Super wrote this, Tien would have gotten like Super God, 3-Eye Man, and just killed Cell. But like no, they actually put like survival into it, where he was just holding on the dear Lord, that dear Kami, that he could. And that you get the moments like that, or like Frieza just like impaling Krillin, and like you just really got intense moments, man, back in the day. Where as like a kid watching, you're like, shit.
yeah, I remember, dude. I started watching Dragon Ball Z after school, and it was early Namek. So like they were just starting to fight Ginyu and all that stuff. And I remember when Krillin died, I was so pissed.
Yeah, and then so was Goku.
Yeah, I was so pissed.
And he just like coldly, he just tells Gohan, get out of here.
Yep.
And you're like, oh fuck, he's gonna fuck Frieza up.
Yep.
Like when Goku's like, I don't need anyone's help anymore, just leave. I was
Yep.
like, oh shit.
Yeah,
Like
there's nothing
Purple
more
Man
badass
gonna-
than that.
Little white purple guy gonna die.
Yeah.
Then he bitch slapped the fuck out of him. Remember when he flew up? He's
Yeah.
slapped him. Then he almost broke his back too. Because I remember the one animation, like he runs up, he grabs Frieza's ankle and grabs his arm and like bends
Yeah.
it over his knee and just fully folds him like, oh, snap it in
Yep.
half.
Watching Boo eliminate everyone was wild. Yeah, that was intense too.
Oh yeah, when he's on King Kai's lookout or Kami's lookout, and he just puts his hand up and just literally he walks around the lookout, and just from that he can count exactly how many humans are left on Earth. He puts his hand up and just shoots a blast out for every person.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, Boo is great. The Boo arc was great.
Dude, I'm just mad we didn't get more Gohan in the Boo arc, because you know at the end of the Boo saga, Gohan's still the strongest character.
Yep.
Like he is stronger than Super Saiyan 3. Because Boo lost power when they took Fat Boo out of him. Kid Boo was more like crazy and unpredictable, but he was not as strong as Super Boo. And Gohan fucked Super Boo up big time.
Yeah, I remember that. He was so fucking cool. He was finally like a little bitch boy. Up until that point. Fucked Boo up, and then he got turned into a fucking.
Or I guess
Chocolate,
Vegito
right?
technically is the strongest
Yeah,
character,
yeah.
but like, come on.
Yeah. Man, this makes me want to watch Dragon Ball Z.
One of I think the funniest things though is how Boo can just break dimensional walls by screaming at him when he's in the hyperbolic time gym. He's just, "Rah!" And
Yeah.
just the wall just breaks down. They're like, Jesus Christ. Calm down, Boo.
That whole concept of the hyperbolic time chamber was so cool as a kid.
Dude,
It was
No.
what a day in real world, or was it an hour?
no, it's one real life day is 1 year
That's right. Okay.
in. You know what really pissed me off too is when Hercule's like actually befriending Boo, and those fucking thugs shot B, the puppy.
Yeah.
I was so bad, dude. And Hercule I just remember the line because I still laugh at it. It's one of my favorite lines. It's like the one guy gets a rock hit at him and he just falls off a mountain. They're like, "What happened?" And Hercule's just, "Oh, it happened."
Yeah.
And he just starts like beating the shit out of the guy. That heated me, dude. I've like dogs are my biggest soft spot in the world, and like seeing this little puppy just get blasted, just a puppy, dude. Not even fucking they're like. I swear to God, the writers of John Wick watch Dragon Ball. They watch that scene. They're like, "Yo,
Yeah.
that would get me mad too." They're like, "Let's make a movie about just that."
Yeah, that would make me mad.
I wish we got more Mr. Satan too. I love Hercule. Hercule,
Yeah.
when you really look at Hercule, like he actually is kind of a hero because he's always in the right place at the right time to do the right thing.
Yep.
Like,
Yeah.
I love Hercule though.
He saved everybody from Cell, didn't he? Or at least
No,
he
he
did
told
something.
everyone. Gohan saved everyone from Cell.
no, he bought him time, or he did something. He grabbed his tail. He did something.
What no chocolate does to a motherfucker. Watching no chocolate. Dude.
He did something.
I'm trying to remember on the Cell arc, but I don't remember. Yeah, I love when people try to do like power scaling to Dragon Ball. Like
Oh,
you'll
no, he just got.
yeah.
That's.
Yeah, I remember. But what I
This is live, Saba.
but I love it when people like do those things like who would beat Goku, and they show like this lineup and it's like Naruto and like Ichigo. It's like no one, dude. Like, do you realize how strong like Pain was to like just crush just the Hidden Leaf village? A village. We all know what the population is to become a village, right? Nappa, fucking phase 1 enemy, 2-finger blasted an entire city.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Like one of the starting villains put 2 fingers in there and basically blew up New York. Like, that's a phase 1 villain. Like that dude, Nappa would have landed on fucking Konoha and just be like, well,
yeah.
dead. Like, fucking Krillin would fuck Naruto up. Are you kidding? Like, it's not. I don't get why people make. Like, I get it's funny, but it's also like, dude, it's just not close. Like, what are you gonna do when they just blow up the planet and you're suffocating in the void of space? I just. And like, I'm not talking about meme characters, because obviously there's meme characters that can win. Like Saitama, he's just like that show's just a comedy.
I love.
I know it's funny, but it's just like a comedy, you know.
Yeah.
Like
It's like a satire on all
shonen.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's so good.
I really want them to remake Bleach though, because they did the 1,000-Year War arc. Finally brought it back. But the problem is, like, you're not going to capture a new audience because all your old episodes are done in 240p resolution. With the like, Bleach was not the golden age of voice acting.
I never watched Bleach.
Oh, if you try watching it now, watch sub, dude. Because if
Yeah.
you watch dub Bleach today, you're just like, this is like N64 cutscene, like dialogue. Like,
Oh really?
how bad the voice acting in. Oh yeah, he did throw Android. Yeah, Hercule threw Android 16's head, and that sparked Gohan turning Super Saiyan 2.
That's what I knew.
That's
there
what I'm
was
saying
something.
though. Like Hercule always just is there. There's something he does that just changes the game.
Yeah.
Like the whole reason the Spirit Bomb was made Because no one would listen to Goku or Vegeta, but Hercule started talking to everyone, and then they're like, "Oh yeah, Mr. Satan, let's put our hands up." What time do we got, Brad?
It is 4:53.
All right, we're good. See, I think a more fair comparison when people do like Power Scope is like, not anymore, but pre-Wano, you could probably do Naruto versus One Piece. After Wano, One Piece, Naruto's cooked. Like,
Samara would know what you're talking about.
wouldn't know or would know?
Would know.
Yeah, what the just no
The
one.
name sounds familiar.
No
but
one
I
in
have no
Naruto
idea.
would have beaten Kaido. I have a fucking game over, man.
The,
Nobody in Naruto would
The
beaten
manga Q, man.
No one would have beaten Kaido. Man, Kaido was like, not One Piece went through such like a fucking. You watch Marvel, right?
Yeah.
Imagine you're fighting like the movie bosses, right? And imagine your last fight, you just totally demolished Derek from Ant-Man. No suit, just Derek. That's how strong. And then next fight, you're 1-1 with Thanos. Like that's how big of a power jump happens in One Piece between like the boss like power scaling. Like Thanos is or not Thanos. Kaido is like was so far above anything Luffy fought that like the last person he fought who fucked him up would have been one finger blasted by Kaido in a heartbeat. Like,
Which Luffy are we talking about?
oh yeah, which Luffy? The
terrorist or
yeah, the one that does not kidnap people. Your girl, dude, you're not your girlfriend, your wife. That was still one of my favorite steps. These goddamn rebels.
yeah.
Dude, we all thought Brad's wife was just this like she is really nice, but we thought she was this nice, quiet person. And then we played Jackbox, and our opinion of her has changed ever since. And she's actually just a savage.
I heard your wife was talking mad shit when everybody was playing
Oh,
the Jackbox
Yeah.
games or whatever. Your wife was
Yeah.
shit talker
What
in
she
certain
writes
situations.
down.
Yeah.
in certain situations.
She writes
So,
down some crazy shit.
Usually when we play Jackbox with her friends, I'm the one that wins. But then when we were playing with Nick and Christina and all them, she was just fucking she knew the audience
Yeah.
better than I knew the audience.
Alexander has to be like reined in sometimes. If you're playing like a board game,
Yeah.
and he's winning, he gets fucking chirpy. he gets chirpy. I gotta be like, listen, you better calm down.
Yeah.
From what I heard, Brad, too, when we were talking about the Ren Fair and stuff, I would probably straight up lose to those friends too. I would get destroyed.
Yeah, there's like
There is.
I don't want to say like I always win, but I'm usually like top 3 when I'm playing with when we play with her friends.
See, I like to play Steambox gradually. What I do is I slowly put jokes in to find the line with the people I'm with, and then I fucking pole vault it. Oh.
Yeah, I figured out the formula with her friends because they're a little more.
We know. I know what you mean.
Yeah. So the shock humor gets them.
The shock
you-
humor does? I feel like that wouldn't.
Yeah, no, it does. I mean,
So, like, can you
temper,
mute?
shock
Can
humor for that.
you hit the button?
Yeah.
Surprise, motherfucker.
That's not creative enough for me.
Yeah, it's like
Oh,
it's fine.
I love potty talk.
I'm cool with it.
Because you win.
Yeah, I win. You know.
No, we were with Christina had another friend at her birthday party who was like really shy and not talkative and just like super just like cute girl, but cute like personality because she was just so shy, standoffish. So like Christina would hang out with her friends. Like she was one of her friends, but she was at the party, and I would like be the good boyfriend, and I'd go entertain this girl so she didn't feel alone or left out.
Yeah.
And everyone came over for Jackbox. Jesus, dude, this girl was fucked. When it was anonymous, and when she won, we were like, holy shit, you said this shit? She had the most heinous things, and she won.
Quiet ones, man. Jackbox lets you know a person's true personality. Yeah.
True humor.
Yeah, true humor.
Because
Yeah.
I will say half the stuff I'll say on Jackbox I don't actually believe, but I believe it's funny. I believe the stuff I don't believe is funny.
Yeah.
Like the thing
Sometimes you just gotta go with the most ridiculous thing you can think of.
that's the type of humor I love, when it's like so outlandish, like whether it's offensive or not. It's just like when it's just so outlandish, it's funny. Like it's just so like I love satire too.
Yeah.
Because it's just so outlandish. You're like, Jesus. That's why. I also grew up on like Monty Python movies. I just rewatched Life of Brian. Love that.
Life of Brian's great.
I just rewatched. Yeah, dude, that one's great. I
think I've only seen two. I think I've only seen Life of Brian and Holy Grail.
There's also Meaning of Life is really good.
I haven't seen that one. Well, I know that my dad and I started watching one. And it might be The Meaning of Life, where it starts off at like a corporate thing, and there's like pirate ships.
Yeah, that's Meaning of
Okay.
Life. Yeah.
I watched that skit, and I was just like, "What the fuck is going on?" And I laughed.
It's so good.
You
know what movies?
Have you ever bought a TKO shirt? I almost did, but I forget why. It wasn't like accepting my card or something.
Was that with us?
Yeah, I think it was.
Which shirt was it? Because I kind of remember that moment, and it wouldn't take your card.
I think it was I don't remember. I almost did. We made one that was hilarious.
Brad was with us. Yeah, I remember that. Like, I remember you sat there on your phone wanting to buy it.
Yeah.
And something wasn't going through. Like, I remember this situation. Oh no, zip ties, man.
You not?
I got a few more right here. But next stream, we're gonna have to.
We are at 5:02. We got about 10 minutes left.
Yeah, it's this graphics card.
Yeah. I was just more telling the stream.
Oh yeah, you're right in time. Come on. See, so man, cabling this thing is not always the most fun thing. I'm dreaming of a day where 5-volt headers, 5-volt cables, and fan cables are just gone.
Yeah, I'm surprised they haven't come up with a better way to.
AI, you just speak into the computer and say, turn red.
Yeah.
All right, a graphics card. We are going with the 9070 XT. We have been selling a lot of AMD GPUs. Like whenever I'm out there, it's like half the lineup is AMD GPUs. And like 90% are AMD CPUs now. We should host a Jackbox day here, like a lunch break Jackbox session.
That'd be fun. Can't stream it though.
Winner gets to go home 5 hours early. Paid, TJ.
We've tried doing
TJ wins though. That's why.
Hunter K. What's up, man? We tried doing Jackbox on the stream a couple times with game nights.
Can't do
Always
it.
ended bad.
Yeah, you know you shouldn't trust your stream chat.
It wasn't chat. It was because we opened it up to the public.
Oh, that's really not good.
Terrible idea.
Yeah.
Terrible idea.
Dude, the one game I really like, Christina hates it, but I love the earwax, the one where you get like a line and then you get 2 sound effects you have to pick to match that, and it just
I don't think I've played that one. I love the U.S. patent, or not the U.S., but the patent one.
the what?
The patent one.
That one was great. Smart
was
one.
fun.
That was the what was it? The cock carry-on case.
Yeah.
I actually remembered that one. That one stuck in my brain because it was just so funny. The CCC.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think that was my thing. It was like it was like what spawned your idea, and my thing was like, I'm upset I can't bring my blank on a plane.
Yeah.
I did a lot of Mad Libs as a kid too. I loved those little Mad Lib books. But if I still had them, I would not let anyone open them up and go through them. Man, I love this card, dude, but they don't they have the cellophane like layered in ways where I wish it was just one big peel to take off.
That looks like a huge case. It's actually not. that
No.
big. It's actually just a mid-size.
Yeah, it seems open right now, probably because I have all the panels off, but once we put the glass panels back on, it is, yeah, just a mid-tower case. I'm trying to beat time, Brad. Where we at?
506.
Powered on at 5:15. Jump out the door.
There was so much cellophane that it took you 4 minutes to get off.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, it's insane on that card.
Jackbox has so many good games. Yeah. I love doing the rap battle one.
Christina's so good at that.
I suck at it.
She
I
is
try.
so
I think I tried too hard.
Christina's brother Kyle is god at that game.
Really?
Yeah.
I can't think of rhymes fast.
Samara won actually, I think last time we played. I think she won. I flopped. I also like the superhero and supervillain one, Amped Up or whatever,
Oh yeah.
where you get like a quote or like the hero of this power, and you have to draw a hero representing that power. And someone gets your hero, and they have to create like a villain.
Oh yeah.
And they put them into a arena and vote who would win.
Yes, we do community game nights.
Dude, remember when we did that stream where we all like the late night stream,
Yeah.
and then Alex wanted to stream to his own viewers, and they just bullied.
Yeah.
Didn't we do a lock-in once?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was that.
Yeah, that was that.
That was that.
Yeah, Alex's
And
viewers.
I did
bullied
not
him just
say
as
the
bad
whole
as we
night,
did.
though. I did not. I was an old man, so I think I went home at like midnight.
Yeah, I think we all left at 2:30 or something.
No, I think some people stayed. There were people still there when I left.
I know I left at.
Didn't the fire department come by?
They came by at like 5 a.m. We were all gone. I think by that point.
For what?
Because Liz was gonna send the fire department by just to harass us.
Yeah. I think she was supposed to make us cookies. Never
Did not. No, I don't want any baked goods or anything like that coming in here because TJ ate all the fucking. Never forget that. Even something as simple as strawberries. It was just how nonchalant he was. Yeah, I ate them all. It wasn't even enough to fill me up. It's like, damn it, TJ. I wanted to try at least one of them.
Yeah, Snapkey, we do some community nights. We haven't done one in a few months, but probably September, October we'll have another one. We are doing a Counter-Strike tournament. I think at the end of July or beginning of August. You want to sign up for that?
I'll sign up.
There's a whatchamacallit, a link to sign up on our Discord.
Can I sign up, Red?
Yeah.
I'm decent.
Yeah, you can sign up as a solo or sign up with a team.
I want to sign up 1v5.
That's what Owen did.
Did he win?
No, Owen signed up and he said the one-man team is his team name.
I see. Owen's got character.
Owen's
Owen, dude.
Owen. I played with him. He's decent.
Yeah, I think we all played. And all I heard
Oh
was,
yeah, we all.
and all I
Yeah,
heard
yeah,
was,
yeah.
"What's the fucking bitch using the op?"
Yeah, you are.
I'm like, guys, it's the easiest gun to use. You kill everyone in one hit. Like, why would I not use this?
It's dumb. as-
literally-
any gun in a game that kills you in one hit,
The golden gun. You're
Yeah,
gonna bitch
just
about the golden
take
gun.
it out.
The op is just too easy to use, so that's why I use it.
Yeah, but
Just a
everyone
one-shot
uses it, and
Yeah, because it's the easiest gun to use.
have some pride. You know what I'm saying?
Nope, not when you've lived the Counter-Strike life I've lived. There's no pride or honor. If there was pride or honor, I'd just be like, the real pride and honor are the people that strictly use the AK.
I like the AK.
Oh, dude, go. I love the AK.
It's hard to control, but it's
That first shot's always dead on. So
Yep.
that first shot's always the headshot. So
dude. I miss the old feel of Counter Strike. Did you ever play like 1.6 or anything?
no, my first one was Source.
Okay. 1.6 felt like the best. But that might just be me because that was my first one. But
Yeah,
I felt like since 1.6, it's gone downhill, like in how the game feels.
I say that, but then like I always say Gears 1 and 2 were my favorites. And I played a shit ton of Gears 1 and 2. They brought back the Gears Reloaded beta.
Yeah.
And so I grinded that out for a bit. It's not even Gears Reloaded, dude. It's just a re-release of the Ultimate Edition from Xbox One. They
Oh,
just
really?
They could have just made Ultimate Edition for PS5, but they just. It's not even a remake of the remake. It's just a port of the remake. And I played it, and I was like, it's still the 2006 game. So I played it, and I was like, oh no. Like, the movement felt so sluggish. Wall bouncing felt so off.
Yeah.
Like, there was just like a peak that they hit in 3. And when we played it again, I was like, it's still fun. Like, it's the Gears I remember, and I always remember that one feeling the best. But when I played it, I was like,
For me, it's the aiming for Counter Strike.
let's get off that weird stroby mode. There we go.
Sick.
All right, we are done. See, once you put on the glass, you realize it's not that big.
Yeah, in this case, does have that little black display next to the power button.
It's actually a really short case, too.
Yeah.
Because it's short enough to where when you put a radiator in, it blocks the CPU 8 pin, so you have to pre-route it.
What's up, Bulldog? But yeah, it does have a little screen on the side of the case that you can see.
Let me see. It probably won't display anything.
I don't think it'll display.
Yeah, it's not displaying right now. You have to get that.
Yeah, you have to get the software. But yeah, you can display temperature, your system temperatures, stats on it. It's really cool. Never seen power buttons at the bottom. Yeah, a lot of these, like, there's a style with these cases.
I actually like the power button because I keep my computer up on the desk next to me. So instead of having to reach my arm up and over to the top, I like having the button right there at desk level, so I can just reach over and poke it.
Yep.
That's one thing I like about the A3 over the North. The button's in the front, so
Yeah.
instead of having to reach up.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like this thing posted, right?
Yeah. So like
Green light.
whenever I see the 216, it's the same thing because the 216 you can move the I/O, and I was like, man, if I had a 216, I'd put the I/O on the side too, so I can just be at my desk.
Yeah. But all right, yeah, cool guys. That is it for stream today. We'll be back Friday morning, and yeah, we'll see you there, guys. First time viewing, how does the giveaway work? So the giveaway is through Beam. So if you click your little logo icon up at the top right, click it, and it'll say it'll give you the option of giveaway. Click that. It's super cool ways to earn. You earn by watching streams, by donating to streams, by following people, following us, and Electric Bev, and who else is on here? Bits Power and Logitech, Electric Bev. Follow them, you get extra entries. Yeah, there's a whole list. It's really cool with on how to earn some entries here. But yeah, we will see you guys Friday. Take care.